What's going on, world? It's your boy Nate Poole. We are back in the Monsters living room. You know what it is, the Monsters living room, the new edition for our tour 2023-2024. And you see who is here, who I have the pleasure to sit down with, the one and only. Let these people know.
How you doing?
Calvit Hodge, ladies and gentlemen. Calvit Hodge is in the building. We are here in Vancouver, Washington, about to get this weekend underway. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, first of all.
2024.
Woo.
Yeah, man. How we feeling about it?
New Year,
New Year?
different dates.
Yeah, the rules still don't apply.
Yep, they don't.
The rules still don't apply.
They don't. Nothing
They never
changed.
did, and the year doesn't change it.
The course has to keep going.
Absolutely.
Keep the course going.
Yo, rules don't apply, right? It's been your slogan. It's on your website. It's on the merch.
Yeah.
Cop the merch. You know what it is. Look on the website. Rules don't apply. I've heard you say that quite a lot, but I want to know, what does that mean to you?
Okay, so what that means to me is pretty much it's a bunch of rules in life.
Yeah.
And for some people, the people who follow the rules tend to kind of coast and they do really well. But the people who take things and take it to the next level are the people who saw the rules and decided to break them. I'm from a small country. It takes 30 minutes to get from the north to the south side of the island. So with that being said, like, the amount that I was able to accomplish doesn't match the space that I grew up in. And it's because I saw rules and I had dreams, and I didn't let the dreams and the rules that they placed in front of me stop me. So that's pretty much what rules don't apply. Like, it kind of equates even to my career. Like, I'm a masculine guy, but the only types of artists I usually work with, I get to choreograph for, is females. So, but I also, because I'm from an island and I'm from Caribbean descent, I know how to move my body. So I think just creating for women is just a different language that I was able to understand. So with that being said, like, I could do whatever I want because, like, I understand what the rules are. I learned them, right. And I learned them enough to break them.
It speaks to a mindset.
Yeah.
Right? It speaks to the journey you've taken, but also the mindset. You saw what you were able to do, and now each scenario, each opportunity you find yourself in, it's that same idea, like, I can do whatever I want here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I can make magic happen because I know where I came from.
And that's for everybody.
Right.
It's literally, the rules really don't have to apply to anybody. Like, within regards, like, respect what's going on, you learn it, and then figure out how to maneuver around them, because that, to me, is how we get to the next level, how we transcend culture, we transcend energy. So yeah, that's what we're going
and that's where the true trailblazers, you know what I mean? True game changers. When you say that, I think of Pharrell Williams, right? Pharrell has talked a lot about, it's similar in concept, breaking the rules, looking at things differently, which is also an incredible segue into a female artist that you recently just worked with, Meta.
Yeah.
Meta Narrative. Minnesota native, I might add.
Yeah.
Minnesota native, shout out.
know?
Minnesota native, incredible,
Yes.
bro. Absolutely incredible. That Van Gogh visual, I mean, just who, what, why, when, how did that come together? Like, it's a masterpiece.
Okay, so it's crazy. So everything happens for a reason in a different time in your life. So how me and Meta first met, we met in 2013.
Okay.
Literally her first dance job in LA. She was completely green. We both danced for this artist by the name of Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson and T.I. The song was called I Can't Describe. We were both in this music video.
Okay.
I met Meta during that point in time. And this literally her first job. We became cool. Fast forward. There was the Lemon video.
And I feel like that's where the world was introduced to her.
Okay,
You know?
so during that process, there were a couple of different choreographers up for it. And I was actually one of them. And it came down to me and one other choreographer. My homie, Jaquel. Shout out Jaquel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever told anybody that.
Yeah, exclusive.
Yeah. But Meta was the one who brought me to Pharrell's team, and I got to meet a couple people with the team. Long story short, it didn't work out. So fast forward, we always stayed in touch.
Yep.
She started to do her own solo thing. I got a call from her, yo, I'm doing music now. And I knew she was already kind of teetering it, but like I'm doing music now officially. And I want you to choreograph. And it's crazy and she said something to me that I will never forget that made me feel like, yo, you see me, you see all of me, all of my different facets. And what she said to me was, she was like, I love everything you do, but I want your corky bag. I was like,
Wow.
where'd you see that? And then she referenced a couple of jobs that I've done where she's like, it's that's the stuff that, like, I feel like people don't realize that you can do, and that's where I'm trying to take it. And it was
to that point. Honestly, when I watched that Van Gogh video, I felt like I hadn't seen that. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I hadn't seen that Calvit, and maybe I had. Maybe it had been a minute. Maybe it energy was taking you in different directions.
You know what? I don't think. Because what I've learned as a creator is I'm never a selfish creator. I don't put me first. I put the story first and what the artist says and what are the picture they're trying to depict. Because being somebody that's been in this industry as a dancer, assistant, like taking the stairs, I know it's easier for me to adjust than most people. So, and it's not about me, it's about telling whatever story you gave. So she gave me a story, she gave me some references, and she let me run with it. And she referenced the Camila Cabello video, Don't Go Yet. And that was a really quirky like vibe that we kind of took. And she was like, that's the bag I want to live in. And I was like, first of all, so good to talk to you again.
Yeah.
It's crazy we're doing this again.
Yes.
And we get to do it
Full
on
circle
our
moment.
terms, the way we want to do it.
Yeah.
Let's create something that doesn't exist. Like, it's cool. We know what you could do to this song.
Yeah.
What can you do to it that hasn't been done? Like, how can we, and if anybody that knows Meta is a phenomenal human, creative, like just this like,
She exudes it. You don't have to know her personally even to feel that.
She has this like space-like being that's not quite, it's quite accepted. Like from her presence, you would think she's just this glamour girl, but she is that, but it's so many different layers to her. Yeah. And she cares about like the world and like these kind of things, like nerdy facts that a lot of people don't really talk about or think about. Yep. And it kind of like, I'm a low-key a nerd on the inside too. Yeah. So it kind of was cool to meet with her and bring this together. And the director, Van Gogh was actually the second one. The first one was Mama's Eyes.
Yes.
And Mama's Eyes was the one where I think we kind of like, she said, go there, go there. And a lot of the references were nothing now, but all like Janet Jackson and Paula Abdul and like Madonna, but like 90s Madonna when she was more Janet Pleasure Principle type energy. Yep. And Rosie Perez, like that energy. So it had a lot of little quirky movements, and that's who Meta is naturally. Yeah. So all I did was listen to what she said and let her body kind of give me the canvas, and I just kind of pulled from there. And that's how we got to it.
Beautiful. And your history together, obviously, I think that chemistry you already had. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's it spoke to what you guys were able to create. Yeah. You know, it wasn't just two people meeting like, oh, this is a hot choreographer, let's see what we can do. Like
we knew each other. Right.
I think that's a great sentiment to drive us home. Again, a lot of young dancers. Our mission here at Monsters is training that next generation of artists, industry leaders. And you talked about essentially putting the ego aside. It's not about you. It's about the story. It's about the picture. Can you just say a few more words on that topic for any young creators out there?
For all my young creators, if you can, actually not if you can, I request that as much as you train with other people, you spend time training with yourself to figure out who you are, what do you have. Because no matter what anybody tells you, you have something different to say. Nobody has lived your life, so because no one has lived your life, they can't create what you create. They may be similar stories, and that's all you need. Secondly, don't be selfish. It's not about you. Everything about the story is what is the most important first. Put that first. You're already there because you have something different. So now you just have to take what they give you, this canvas, and paint. And sometimes it may be stories you don't really want to paint, or you may not have the most fun doing. But that's why you spend time creating for yourself, doing your own projects, teaching. And this is why I still, in my career now, I still continue to still teach class. I still do my own concept videos because the industry isn't always giving me everything I want. It gives me some of what I need, but not everything I need. And whatever I can't say there, I use my own art to be able to say. And it only helps you on the other side. So with that being said,
rules don't apply for him. Rules don't apply for you. We keep it pushing 2024. Thank you, Calvit.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you, brother.